bring you everything from breaking news.
President must know that this is a bad time for our nation. We must look for foreign support to save this nation.
World news, sport, music,
just want me with you like guys,
and many more. To listen to our programs, follow us live on all our social media platforms on Facebook at Aloore Radio, Twitter and Instagram at Aloore Radio. You can also subscribe on our YouTube page on Aloore Radio. Make sure you click on the notification bell so you know when we are live. This is Aloore Radio, the voice of Oyo State.
Central Mosque, Ojaba Ibadan, Sunday 28th May 2023. Address the Dupeni.
The Sword of the Spirit Ministries, Precious Cornerstone, University Campus 1, PCU Garden of Victory, Old Ifẹ̀ Ibadan.
29th May 2023. The official swearing-in ceremony. Bíbúra fún gómìnà fún sáà kejì nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. Gbàgede Liberty Stadium. Ìní ó ti wáyé aago mẹ́jọ àárọ̀ lè tó bẹ̀rẹ̀. Gbogbo èèyàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ o. Àṣeyọrí yín ni. Handover ceremony ni ó tẹ̀lé lọ́fíìsì gómìnà Lágòdì. Gala night láfi káàdì ètò gbogbo ní International Conference Center UI Ìbàdàn. Láago méje alẹ́ pẹ̀lú ìwé ìpè lọ́wọ́. Olùkéde Ọ̀túnba Ṣẹ́gun Ògúnwùyí, Chairman Transition and Inauguration Committee.
Hello viewers, you're welcome to your program Insight into Oyo State, where we highlight activities and achievements of Oyo State government. The program is packaged and produced by the Oyo State Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism. I am Afolake Bangboshe. Highlights for this week's edition: Oyo government urges residents to access quality health care in primary health centers across the state. Similarly, on Omi Tuntun Free Health Mission, Oyo government begins second quarter, targets over 400,000 beneficiaries. Oyo State government reiterates commitment to quality health delivery. Oyo Soko distributes over 5,000 souvenirs to grievance redress mechanism focal persons across the state. The Oyo State government has urged residents, especially rural dwellers, to access quality and affordable health care through functional primary health centers in the state. The Commissioner for Health, Dr. Bodela Dikpo, made the call while launching the maintenance manual for the facilities in Ibadan. Dr. Ladipo said the Oyo State government has put in some resources to facilitate the upgrade of PHCs in the state. The commissioner said for this reason, Oyo State government put a small manual together for maintenance of the new facilities.
We have renovated some facilities. We have seen how people are showing interest in the upgrade that we have. We have some related issues. The related issues about staff attrition. A lot of people are coming and quite a number are also leaving. It is not exclusive of Oyo State. Actually, every part of this country and perhaps even Africa is involved. I've listened to you to see how we are thinking out of the box, to see how we can mitigate that. We've seen the advent of new infections. COVID came. Just some 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, we started having psoriasis along the outflow of Ogun River. We've had some industrial unrest that had led some of our colleagues in the medical grade out of the system. But then, all is not lost. All is not lost because we're looking at the fundamental level of care, the primary care. And for us, that still runs. That runs and it ensures that even our hard-to-reach communities are reached. But then, like I've heard here in this group, someone had said it, or two people, that to whom much is given, a lot more is expected. I will recall your mind to the words of the late President of the United States, John F. Kennedy, 1961. He said, and I quote, "Think about what you can do for your country, and not only what your country can do for you." Now the state has done something. It is now up to us to be able to follow through and ensure that what has been done, we actually put it in the right pedestal and ensure that it works.
Earlier, the Special Advisor on Health and Chairperson, Governor's PHC Renovation Steering Committee, Dr. Fumi Salami, said the maintenance handbook is vital as a good maintenance culture will extend the life of the infrastructure in the state. Addressing the shortage of healthcare workers in the country due to brain drain and other factors, Dr. Salami said the committee has a mandate to think outside the box to staff PHCs.
In many of our healthcare centers, we already have a lot of volunteer staff. The hope is that when we do the actual staffing through the government, is that the Primary Healthcare Board is going to look for a way to absorb some of this volunteer staff, because some of them are skilled workers and they've been working in many times for free in these communities. The communities, they know them, they trust them, they have developed relationships with them, and they have been giving us their services for free. It would be nice to know that as we move forward and we start paying some people that we think about them, we know that the local governments, they are going to be funding this. It's important to us that all the staff are not only qualified, they also are the best of the lot. And if they misbehave, the MOHs will have the ability to fire them, because you can't have somebody misbehaving that doesn't show up for work and the woman is in labor. That woman is going to die. The baby is going to die. So we want that. So we know that the local government chairman, the local government communities, we know that they are partners with us.
Oyo State government has disclosed that over 400,000 residents of the state will benefit from second quarter of Omitutu Free Health Mission of Governor Seyi Makinde-led administration. This disclosure was made by the state coordinator of Omitutu Free Health Mission project, Dr. Wale Falano, during the flag-off of the project held at State Hospital Oko, Ogoluwa local government of Oyo State. Dr. Falano said that people of Oko came out en masse to benefit in the free health project, which covered medical challenges like cataract removal, cesarean section, physiotherapy, dental care, communicable and non-communicable diseases.
The number of patients that are coming and increasing every time. This one is even massive. That show that they really love what the government is doing, and they come to accept it. Every day. So we're happy about it.
Dr. Falano appreciated the state governor, Seyi Makinde, Commissioner for Health, Dr. Bodela Dikpo, as well as the Permanent Secretary, Dr. Olusoji Adeyanju, for their support in ensuring the success of the free healthcare mission. He called on the people to take advantage of the health mission to know their states of health and get free treatment from the program in order to remain healthy.
Well, I really want to appreciate our people for believing in us and for coming. So based on this, I will allow people to take care of their health. It's not good to attend. We go to work Apart from this, Oyo State Health Insurance Agency, which takes care of people for long term and very cheap. So I advise people to key into that too and take advantage of what the government is doing now, especially with the development of the private care centers in all the wards in the state.
In their various remarks, the beneficiaries commended Governor Seyi Makinde for giving them the opportunity to check their health status and treat their ailments free of charge.
Ètò tó dára ni pẹ̀lú adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gómìnà wa His Excellency Engineer Seyi Makinde fún orí ọ̀fẹ́ tí wọ́n fún àwọn èèyàn wa gbogbo wa yìí láti gba ìtọ́jú lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ láti jẹ́ pé gbogbo àìlera ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan wọ́n á rí àwọn èèyàn láti fún wa lóògùn láti ṣètọ́jú ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan ọpẹ́ ní fọ́lọ́run èyí kọ́ lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì rẹ̀ tí wọ́n ṣe fún wa yìí.
Èyí kúkọ́ lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ wọn tí wọ́n kọ́kọ́ wá ṣe fún wa. Inú wa ń dùn gan pẹ̀lú ẹni tó jẹ́ gómìnà wa aláàánú mẹ̀kúnnù Engineer Seyi Makinde. Wọ́n ń gbìyànjú gidigidi gan nítorí wípé èyí ni ó gẹ̀bí ìsí ẹ̀kẹta bẹ́ẹ̀ kẹrin tí wọ́n wà á ran àwọn ìlú tí wọ́n jẹ oyè lé lórí tí wọ́n wà á ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ nípa àwọn tí ojú ń dà láàmú àti oríṣiríṣi àìsàn. Inú wa dùn gidigidi gan a sì mọ̀ lóore pé wọ́n ń gbìyànjú nítorí wípé irú tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí kò ṣẹlẹ̀ rí o. Èyí ni ìjọba tí a rí irú àǹfààní tá à ń rí yìí àrírú rẹ̀ rí.
The Oyo State government has reiterated its commitment to prioritize the health sector in order to provide quality and health services for the people of the state. The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health in the state, Dr. Olusoji Adeyanju, stated this during a program on Aloore online radio tagged HOS Picks at the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism, Agodi, Ibadan. According to Dr. Adeyanju, the foresight and plan of the state governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, is to ensure that the residents of Oyo State are in good health and also to provide security of lives and property of the citizenry.
So even at the communities, there are community people that we actually train to get in touch with disease surveillance and notification officer. We call them DSNO. And if you just of recent, last about a month ago, there was an outbreak of schistosomiasis in 2 local governments in Oyo State. Of course, the source of that was water where people go and wait and be swimming. And I think about 271 people were actually screened, out of which 98 actually were confirmed to have schistosomiasis, and they were actually the issue was nipped on board immediately. So we have these people at the community level that are trained to identify signs and symptoms of diseases, and they are being trained to actually contact the disease surveillance and notification officers, who will now contact the local government surveillance officer, and who will now contact the Directorate of Public Health in the state, so that we can quickly, nip that kind of disease as soon as possible. In fact, it is so that disease should be, reported within 24 hours, and the response should be within 7 days, so that there won't be, the epidemic and outbreak of that disease.
Dr. Adeyanju further stated that the oxygen plant, which is located at Jericho Nursing Home in Ibadan, donated by UNICEF in partnership with Oyo State government, was basically provided for the welfareism of children and the mothers to reduce infant death to the barest minimum.
All the people that were treated on admission during COVID in Oyo State were treated free of charge. Medication inclusive, feeding 3 times a day, and of course, it was even people that were on oxygen. But where I'm going right now is that what have we learned? Currently, we are buying oxygen that time, but currently, with collaboration with UNICEF and Oyo State government, we now have oxygen plants at Jericho Specialist Hospital, where oxygen we actually have been manufactured. And through the help of NACA, we are giving about more than 500 cylinders of oxygen. And from that oxygen plant, they have actually piped oxygen to the neonatal ward and maternal ward at Jericho Specialist Hospital. And during the visit by Federal Ministry of Health in August last year and early this year, they actually promised that they are going to put in place for us another oxygen plant at Infectious Disease Center, Aloore. So that in case anything happens, we have something to fall back on. Not that like the other time when we are looking for oxygen from outside. Now in Oyo State secondary facilities, we now have oxygen plants that are actually available.
The permanent secretary also reiterated that the State House of Assembly corroborated with the governor's efforts by planning and providing psychiatric hospitals for the vulnerable, which will be located at the State Hospital, Ring Road, Ibadan.
There are a lot of stress,
Yes.
all over the world. We want to talk about economic stress. We want to talk about post-COVID stress. We want to talk about security stress. And you want to talk about financial issues and so many insecurity. So that's so many things. And of course, that's why the issue of health is going to be multi-sectorial. And I want to tell you that even in this state, we also work in conjunction with Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Inclusion, so that we're able to take care of this issue.
Dr. Adeyanju therefore urged the people to look into the state of their health, most importantly, from time to time for checkups. 5,036 souvenirs have been gifted to grievance redress mechanisms focal persons by the Oyo State Coordinating Unit, Oyosoku, for their contribution towards the success of community-based targeting CBT exercise in their various communities across the 33 local government areas of the state. The Honorable Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning, Professor Musibao Babatunde, made this known at the symbolic presentation of the souvenirs in the 5 local government areas in Ibadan metropolis. Professor Babatunde, who spoke through the coordinator of Oyo State Operation Coordinating Unit, SOCO, the agency building the Register of the Poor and Vulnerable Households in the state, Mrs. Laide Lasisi, appreciated the executive governor of the state, Engineer Seyi Makinde, for his disposition towards alleviating poverty in the state by giving Oyosoku the opportunity to hold 3 rounds of CBT exercise within the space of 6 months, an act described as unprecedented since the inception of the exercise in the state.
Ètò tí a ti torí ẹ̀ jókòó bí ní òní ó pé ọdún mẹ́wàá lánàá. Ṣùgbọ́n gómìnà wa ṣe kíní kan tí wọ́n fi yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo àwọn tá a ti bá ṣiṣẹ́ bọ̀. Ní àwọn eléyìí tá a ti ṣe sẹ́yìn bóyá a kò ṣe bíi mẹ́fà láàrin ọdún mẹ́jọ sí mẹ́sàn-án tá a ti fi wà. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí gómìnà Ṣèyí Mákindé tẹ́wọ́ gba ètò wa láàrin oṣù mẹ́fà péré a sì láǹfààní àti ṣe ètò ilé mẹ́ta.
Honorable Commissioner commended the community representatives who were nominated by the various communities during the course of identifying the poor and vulnerable for displaying so much commitment by making themselves available anytime they were called upon as a point of contact to their people. According to the Honorable Commissioner, the GRM assignment was not designed to attract any remuneration, but experience had shown that without due diligence and cooperation from the focal persons, the CBT exercise carried out to identify the poor and vulnerable would not be a success. Hence, the resolve of Oyo Soko to distribute the souvenirs to the focal persons as a form of encouragement, as they remained the foot soldiers of the community-based targeting CBT exercise in their various communities.
Nígbà tí wọ́n fún wa lórúkọ yín ní community, mo rò pé wọ́n ṣàlàyé fún yín jọ́nà lọ́wọ́ pé iṣẹ́ ìlú ló fẹ́ ṣe àbí mo ṣàlàyé fún wọ́n ṣàlàyé pé iṣẹ́ ìlú ní ọlá owó gangan lọ àbí mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún ẹ wá mọ́ tó yà wá lẹ́nu ní àwọn ibi tí a ti ṣiṣẹ́ tó tóbi pé a ṣe ilé tí ó kàn níyì tí a bá ti wá pè àwọn tí wọ́n yàn gẹ́gẹ́ bí GRM president tí wọ́n gbà mí láwọn communities mi ní local government náà ni ọgbọ̀n ni wọ́n kì í ṣe gbogbo wọn ló fi taratara ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn wọ́n fi dá wa lóhùn pápá jùlọ ló bá tẹ̀ wá jẹ́ pé ó kọ́ wọn ò sí lára àwọn tí wọ́n tó fi díẹ̀ káàdì lábàá máa pè wọ́n náà ní dá wa lóhùn àwa mú ẹjọ́ ìyàmúdé Àbújá ìpè GRM tẹ́lẹ̀ á máa yìnyàn tí ò la owó lọ yìí àwọn èèyàn dá wa lóhùn ṣẹ́ni tó bá dẹ̀ ti jẹ mọ́ báńkì àgbáyé tó bá ti take decision kan pé iṣẹ́ ìlú ní wọ́n ń padà sẹ́yìn gbogbo bá a ṣe sọ atótónu tó wọ̀n dá wa lóhùn ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí ó di ọdún 2020 tí ìgbésẹ̀ àkọ́kọ́ parí tá a darapọ̀ mọ́ ìgbésẹ̀ kejì ìjọba àpapọ̀ ni wọ́n ń san owó rẹ̀ fún wa gbà mí labá tún gbé ọ̀rọ̀ kalẹ̀ wájú àwọn GRM tá à ń yàn yìí a máa ní provision kankan fún wọn kò síbi kankan tá a ti ṣe thank you fún wọn ibùdó ẹ ti kọ́ nínú sínú ìwé tó gbá ìgbésẹ̀ wa pé iṣẹ́ ìlú kájẹ́kọ́ mọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ ìlú wọn fẹ́ ṣe láwa ronú kan pé ìdúró tà fún nìkan tí ẹ pé tẹ bá ń rí inú ilé ẹ máa rántí wa tó tá a bá fi lówó ẹ mọ̀ tán ẹ dákun torí Ọlọ́run ìfẹ́ tí a rò tí a fi ronú kan kọ̀ báyìí kí ẹ máa bá wa lọ ìgbà àkọ́kọ́ rèé and I can assure you people all over the country lórí ti bá parí exercise ọ̀nà máa wá pèsè platform wa dábìdábì pé nǹkan tí wọ́n rò bí òṣèṣe àwa ti ṣe náà lọ́sẹ̀.
That's a package for this week's edition of Insight into Oyo State. Please join us same time, same station next week when we bring you another fresh edition of this program. Remember, the program is brought to you by the Oyo State Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism. Until then, I am Afolake Bangbushe.
Bíṣẹ̀kẹ̀rẹ̀ bá ti dùn ó kó ń ga àtẹ̀lé ìjó máa tẹ̀lé entrance dákun kó gilé lò fún mi jàre àtẹ̀kọ́dé challenge àtàgùrù maradi àwọlé pẹ̀lú bugatti ankara lórí fasasi ìdí ń bẹ nìbàdàn o òkè ń bẹ nìbàdàn o ìdí àdẹ́dẹ́ ìdí ayé rẹ òkè zango òkè mọ̀ọ́kó ẹ má jẹ́ kó di ìjà olóńṣó yapa ní bó di ìjà o pẹ̀lú sòkò òkú péńpé àwọn ọmọ mi ní mọ̀lẹ́tẹ́ ẹ má sòkò fẹ́ yẹ twitter alọ́mọ mẹ́ta fẹ́ yà spíkà fúnra bàtà fẹ́ yà bọ́mbà fẹsẹ̀ lẹ́wọ̀n tó rúdì dáhùn. Ìbàdàn ni mo wà o Ìbàdàn ni mo rè o Ìbàdàn ni mo wà o Ìbàdàn ni mo rè o ẹ wá ń dé kò bẹ́ẹ̀ bá mi lé o Ìbàdàn ni mo wà o Ìbàdàn ni mo wà o Ìbàdàn ni mo rè o Ìbàdàn ni mo wà o Ìbàdàn ni mo rè o ẹ wá ń dé kò bẹ́ẹ̀ bá
dúpẹ́ ló tán.
gbogbo èèyàn pínlẹ̀ ọ̀yọ́ o a kú oríire àṣeyọrí ìlúfẹ́mi lóye ẹnjìnìà ṣèyí mákindé
àti deputy governor barrister bayo lawal.
tí gbogbo èèyàn pínlẹ̀ ọ̀yọ́ fínúfíndọ̀ dìbò yàn wọlé kóró sórí àga àṣejọba ìpínlẹ̀ ọ̀yọ́ lẹ́lẹ́kejì ẹni olúwàfẹ́ni ló ń fẹ́ tọkàntọkàn ní ẹnjìnìà ṣèyí mákindé fi mọ́ọ́rẹ́ sáà kínní àti gbárùkù yín fún sáà kejì 2.0 tádùn ayé gbàlẹ́ gómìnà ṣèyí mákindé lórí tó fi wọlé fún sáà kejì ọjọ́ ẹ̀yẹ ló dé yìí o ẹjẹ́ àjọ ṣe níbi tí wọ́n ti búra fún ní sáà kejì tukọ̀ ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ ọ̀yọ́ bá a ṣe pèlè ètò rẹ̀ Friday 26 May 2023 special Jumat prayer ọjàba Central Mosque ọjàba Ìbàdàn Sunday 28 May 2023 àdúrà ìsìn ìdúpẹ́ ní.
The Sword of the Spirit Ministries Precious Cornerstone University Campus 1 VCU Garden of Victory Old Ife Road Ìbàdàn.
29 May 2023 the official swearing in ceremony bíbúra fún gómìnà fún sáà kejì nípínlẹ̀ ọ̀yọ́ gbàgede Liberty Stadium ìní ó ti wáyé aago mẹ́jọ àárọ̀ lè tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ gbogbo èèyàn pínlẹ̀ ọ̀yọ́ o àṣeyọrí yín ni handover ceremony ni ó tẹ̀lé lọ́fíìsì gómìnà lágòdì gala night láfi káàdì ètò gbogbo ní International Conference Center UI Ìbàdàn láago méje alẹ́ pẹ̀lú ìwé ìpè lọ́wọ́ olùkéde ọ̀túnba ṣẹ́gun ògúnwòye chairman transition and inauguration committee.
Bring you everything from breaking news.
President must know that this is a bad time for our nation. We must look for foreign support to save this nation.
World news, sport, music,
Bella just want me with you like guys.
and many more. To listen to our programs, follow us live on all our social media platforms on Facebook at Aloore Radio, Twitter and Instagram at Aloore Radio. You can also subscribe on our YouTube page on Aloore Radio. Make sure you click on the notification bell so you know when we are live. This is Aloore Radio, the voice of Oyo State.